Howdy, howdy. They call me the Hoff, and today we are going to play. Well, I'm gonna play. You're gonna watch and you're gonna like it. Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. This is the HD version, and the reason that matters is because we are on hero mode, and the reason that matters is because I am tackling the Savage Labyrinth. And yeah, I enjoy it. Let's do it. I absolutely adore this game. The Savage Labyrinth is very much like the Cave of Ordeals from Twilight Princess. It's just a 50-floor gauntlet-style dungeon. But since I'm on hero mode, I will be taking double damage. And there will be no hearts anywhere to be found. And so that's an interesting change as well. So, in this cave, enemies will not drop anything when you kill them. However, you can still take things off of them with your grappling hook, as you saw there. So if you're having some trouble gaining or collecting all 50, or however many of those joy pendants you need to get, this is a great place to do it. This is my save file from when I was just playing for funsies. So, it just has the stuff that I do, like when I just play this game for myself. So, yeah. When we get to the 10th floor, I will be kind of showing you my loadout. But as you can see through, the equipment you've seen thus far, specifically the sword that I have in this save file, I'm pretty much everything's done except the final boss. So I have all the mandatory equipment. I have the shield. I have the powered up Master Sword. I don't have light arrows, I guess, but... Oh, no. But even with hero mode on, for the most part, this game is very forgiving. Things aren't doing a whole lot of damage to you. So, the Cave of Ordeals tends to get difficult not because of enemies that can do a whole lot of damage, but from a lot of enemies on a floor. Which is a bit different from how... from how Twilight Princess did it. With the Cave of Ordeals. And the first 10 floors of this, I'm surprised I've gotten hit at all. It just kind of shows how careless I've been. If I'm on hero mode, I should probably start paying more attention, but... Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I should really start paying more attention. Also, been playing Twilight Princess a lot, so I'm much more used to that control scheme, which is very similar yet subtly different. Since I'm on hero mode, as I mentioned before, the empty pots here that had nothing in them would have normally been hearts. For the sake of, you know, what I've got going on here, I have four bottles, one with Grandma's soup, one with blue potion, and 2 with fairies in them. I have the magic armor. I have no idea what it, you know, how it works as of right now. Maybe I'll check that out between episodes or something. And then I have this guy, which I'm not going to use because it looks stupid. It is very useful though. I like having a life gauge, but I don't really like having that mask on Link, so. Alright. Another thing is, much like the Cave of Ordeals, there are themes here. Every 10 floors is themed after a different dungeon. And the first 10 floors, as you saw, was themed, you know, it was following the theme of Dragon Roost Cavern, which means all the enemies you found were things that you would find in that dungeon. And now we are in the whatever Lost Forest theme, so the next 10 floors are going to be enemies you find there. Seems pretty self-explanatory. You probably don't need anybody to tell you that. Much like the Cave of Ordeals, this is largely a case of conservation of resources. I don't want to be spending a lot of arrows, and I don't want to be spending a lot of magic until later. Knowing what, like, if you're playing this game on normal mode and trying to go through this dungeon, really, like, your sword is fine for most things, but when it comes down to, like, taking double damage all the time, it's a good idea to know what weapons are most effective against which enemies. Oh no. Because I am not going to claim that I do. As you can see, I am not doing as well as maybe I should be doing, but I mean, here we are. I think with with as prepared as I am, I'll be all right. Oh, jeez. That went poorly. I really gotta start being more careful. I don't really need any items, so I don't know why I keep, like, grabbing them. One thing is, unlike in Twilight Princess, your boomerang is pretty much useless. You don't use it much. You solve a couple puzzles with it, but you don't do much with it. In this game, however, not claw shot, the grappling hook and the boomerang are really useful, especially in this cave, because it helps you helps you stun enemies. Alright. I don't know. This is the best Link. Alright, I'll just say it. I haven't even hit the 20th floor yet, and I've taken more than half my health and damage. That's pretty embarrassing, I gotta say. Missing my prompts, man. I'll say there's one thing from Twilight Princess that I wish this game had, and that's that badass, like, jump stabbing finishing move. You know what? This is one of those things that I'm not sure is worth fucking around with. Ah, jeez. Okay. It's very clear where Twilight Princess began to get all of its crazy ideas. Wind Waker really liked to go heavy on enemies that would impede your movement and make it easier, you know, or more difficult to get away. Like, as you can see, I'm down to 3 hearts already. That's pretty embarrassing. I have 30 floors to go, and I'm gonna probably have to be using a ferry sometime soon. Jeez. Frickin' whiz robes, man. Now, Grandma's soup is kind of broken, and I like it that way. Because as you can see, like, I am not doing as well as maybe someone should if they're willing to, you know, put their name on it and upload it to the internet.
Oh, baby!
All right.
Triple! Oh, yeah!
Alright. But on that note, we made some good progress, and we will probably get through another few, another dozen or so floors when we get back, and I will see you there.